Hey there! Welcome to this exclusive Patreon RePaint video. As you may know, I'm very fond about Japanese folklore, especially yokai. I already made a Baku and a Kitsune, Volpini. In this video we're going to make a Bakeneko. These mysterious cats can be recognized by their tail, that have been split in two tails by reaching a certain age or by a violent death. After becoming a Bakeneko, some cats have special powers like levitation and the knowledge of human speech. In popular media you can find Bakenekos in Pokemon, Yokai Watch and Naruto. I'll be giving my Bakeneko some personal touch by making her one of the Divus, like Volpini and Canis. So she will fit the storyline of my stop-motion scenes. Well, let's begin. For this custom, I'll be using a Barbie Made to move body. I never used one of these before. I really like articulation, so I thought let's give it a try. But for a head, I'll be using a Disney Descendant head mold. The same I used for Daisy. Well, she isn't going to keep her original hair like Daisy, so off it goes. Let's do the head switcheroo by dunking the dolls in hot water. This makes the final of the doll's head soft and easy to remove from the neck pack without breaking the pack. With tweezers, I remove the remaining hairs and glue. It's going to be a cat, so no human ears allowed. With acetone, I remove the factory painted face and wash it after with warm soapy water. I do have to mention, when I was making this custom, I was also working on Volpini. I had so much trouble animating her, I just decided to give her a complete new body. Articulated Obitsu body. These are super easy to take apart and to insert a new fitting neck pack I took from a spare Ever After High doll. So, for my old body I'll be using of course her head, her hands, feet and tails. Well, her feet are going to someone else. Back to the Bakeneko. She's going to be an older character, like 28. So she'll be having more animal features, like bent legs. I will be giving her Volpini's old feet, because those Barbie feet are just laughable. You can use a jeweler saw to cut through the plastic, but a Dremel will work much faster. I use wires and epoxy glue to stick the new feet to the legs. And now I fill in the legs with epoxy clay. I also want this doll to have more curves, so she was getting some enhancements. When the clay is all dry and hard, it's all about sanding down the clay to make it as smooth as possible. Just like I do with my newest dolls, I'm going to give them an attachment for a stop-motion rig. I glue it in the back with epoxy glue. Here you have a better look on Volpini's back body. I'm going to change the color of the body. At this point, I still don't have an airbrush, but a spray paint can also be a solution. It's not as perfect as an airbrush, but it works. The paint holds on very good, but not at the hips. I have to think of a solution for this later. But for now, let's give her some white patches on her chest and fingers. It kinda looks like she's having fingerless gloves. What looks kinda cool. To seal in the body paint, I cover the body with a few layers of Liquitex matte varnish. Now the body is drying, let's work on her head. I made 2 ear armatures out of wire and pinned them into her head. With epoxy clay, I fill in the armature to sculpt 2 cat ears. I made them bend to the side a bit, so they will also look like horns, what will suit this devilish character. When the clay is dry and hard, I trace the ears on the head before I take them out. I tape off the ear area on her head and paint the rest of the hair area purple. For her hair, I'll be using this beautiful nylon hair. I wanted to reroot her hair, but my needles just keep on breaking. I broke about 5 needles. So that means I had to think of a better solution. Kinda strange because Volpini's head didn't give me so much trouble with the reroot. I'll be gluing on the hairs yarn weft style. I prepared some wefts on a freezer bag. And now I'm just going to glue on the wefts with a hot glue gun one by one. Going around the ear area. When we made an okay hair part, it's time to give her a hot boil wash to straighten her hair. For a haircut, I was kinda inspired by those party wigs. Let's work on our cat features. Her tail or tails are made out of wire. I twist them together to make it look they were split into separate tails. Just like I did for Perus, I'm going to make black flock. I first comb out acrylic yarn and cut them in teeny tiny pieces. Covering the ear with fabric glue, I dab on the yarn flock and let it dry. The same for the tails. After a day of drying, I use an old toothbrush to take off the excess flock. With epoxy glue, I glue on her cat ears on her head. Same for her tails. I'm going to give her long claws made out of thick paper. This character I'm making died and became a Bakeneko, so it's getting a big scar on her face. Yeah, my stop-motion stories are getting confusing but also interesting. This character will definitely be important for future stories. I prepped the doll and sprayed her face with Mr. Superclear and start sketching in her face. For this, I use a cream-colored pencil. It's kinda difficult to draw on a darker skin tone because I can't really see the mold lines. So, I sketch in the face as best I can. And with my guidelines done, I start painting in the face with acrylic paints. And because she's an older character, I can finally give her the slit cat eyes. With those eye shines, the character really comes to life. To seal the face up, I spray the face a few times with Mr. Superclear. I used some fake eyelashes, yeah, we call them whimpers in Dutch. I make her luscious doll eyelashes, and whiskers I painted white before gluing them on with tacky glue. Okay, time to give this mysterious cat some clothes. For her outfit, I was very inspired by the game Nier and traditional Japanese outfits, so she'll be getting a combination of that. For her aerobics swimsuit thing, I'll be using the wrapping technique. I draw on the pattern, cut it off the body and trace it on fabric. So to cover the scuffs of paints, I made her some underwear. And with the swimsuit, for shoes, I want to make those long high heels, you know, the ones that will go all over the knee. So I slide some stretchy fabric around the doll's legs and glue the feet area to an already trimmed down monster high shoe. Yeah, this looks awesome. The short kimono I made out of a self-made pattern. Some more strings around her boots and waist for some detail. Oh yeah, I also bought this katana samurai sword for dolls. And it will fit this character just perfect. As the last thing, I added some white fur to her ears. And with this, she's done. So, you can't remember anything before I found you in the woods? Like a sound, a person, or something else? I don't remember who I was or where I came from. The only thing I can remember are two green eyes and a male voice saying, "You first have to die." Then he pushed me. Ugh, my head. Ugh. Hey, it's okay, Kaio. We are the same, you and I. I hope you don't mind calling you Kaio, with not knowing your real name. I like Kaio, because you gave it to me. Our Patreon doll family is starting to grow bigger and bigger. Of course, just like Volpini, Kaio will be in future stop-motion scenes. Again, thank you so much for your support. Until the next Patreon exclusive RePaint video. Bye!